Hello students, this side Ajay Bala. Hope you are fit and fine at your home. So well guys, last module through the last video we can introduce our first chapter under political theory. The name of the chapter itself, political theory and introduction. We cover politics, and now our second module is political theory. Why should we need to study political theory? So for this you have to come to page number 5. Here the thing is, what do we study in political theory? Means that what should we study in political theory? Here is a question also, what we include in political theory. So it is very important that why we study political theory and what it consists. So for this page number 7 we can look that if we look around us, what we see would be movements, development and change. Through our surroundings we get to know each and everything daily, but if we look deeper we would also see certain values and principles. Mark it, it's very important because it is directly comes with morality and values that have inspired people and guided policies. Ideas like democracy, freedom or equality, for instance. As I already cleared you in this book, the main things we have to be discussed in detail about the fundamental rights, the values. So all the chapters are based upon it. Right to equality, right to freedom, each and everything. So these are the values also which we apply in our daily life. Different countries may try to protect such values by ensuring them in their constitutions. You know that Indian constitution means that Indian constitution is the world's lengthiest and longest written constitution, and which is known as a living document that in detail we have to be discussed. Part A, chapter 1, constitution, how and why, as is the case with the American and the Indian constitutions. So difference also here. So these documents, the second paragraph I already highlighted for you. These documents did not just emerge overnight. They are built upon the ideas and principles debated almost since the time of Chanakya, means Kautilya, means Chanakya, Aristo, Jean-Jacques Rousseau. All these are the thinkers, philosophers, politicians. And it is not like that within one day we can prepare our constitution. We can see that after independence it takes too much time period to write such a constitution which clears that everybody have equal rights. So all these thinkers play very important role in it. As far back as 5th century BC, Plato, Aristo discussed with their students whether monarchy or democracy was better. So about B.R. Ambedkar, everybody know that Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. Recently, due to COVID-19 also, again this very important serial already launched in Star Bharat. So you can must watch it also, and you can go through the deep study regarding the B.R. Ambedkar, who was the first to raise voice against all the untouchability and all the social evils. So it's the time you can see it also, and when you can see, you can understand also in a very good manner. As far back as 5th century BC, Plato, Aristo discusses, Aristo known as the father of pole science, with their students whether monarchy government, democratic government, diplomat and you can say that authoritative governments, about all these things. Monarchy government, which is the rule of the kings and its kingdom. Democracy, the rule of the people basically for its betterment. In modern times, Rousseau first argued for freedom as the fundamental right of humankind. Mark it. Karl Marx, all these are the thinkers, because here in a box you can see that, which I mark with the red pen. Write a short note on any one of the political thinkers mentioned in the chapter. So you can choose any one according to your own choice, and you can search it and you can write about it, about them. Karl Marx argued about the equality was crucial as freedom. Closer home, Gandhi discusses the meaning of genuine freedom, Swaraj, in his book. Mark it, one more question comes in, who wrote Hind Swaraj? So Mahatma Gandhi was the first who wrote Hind Swaraj. Ambedkar vigorously argued that the SC, means scheduled caste must be considered a minority and as such must receive special protection. This was already happened before the constitution and all these things. Now you can see that today era nobody is different. We should not discriminate on the basis of scheduled caste and scheduled tribes, meaning known as a minority group. So all this is a struggle and fights regarding the values also. These ideas find their place in the Indian Constitution. Our preamble enshrines freedom and equality. The right chapter abolishes untouchability in the any form. Gandhian principles find a place in directive principles. Directive principles market we study a lot in part A, chapter number 2 under fundamental rights. So basically, I in brief inform you. Directive principle means that the guidelines, instructions for the state policy. So now, political theory. Political theory deals with the ideas and principles that shape constitutions, government, underline and social life in a systematic manner. It clarifies the meaning of concepts such as freedom, equality, justice, democracy. So secularism means that everybody have right to choose their own religion, no government intervene in it, and so on. It probes the significance of principles such as rule of law, separation of powers, horizontal, vertical distribution of powers. You can see that judicial review, etc. This is done by examining the arguments. All these things we study in political theory. It already include in it by examining the arguments advanced by different thinkers in defense of these concepts. Though Rousseau or Marx or Gandhi did not become politicians, their ideas influenced generation of politicians everywhere. There are some contemporary, underline contemporary means modern thinkers, who draw upon them to defend freedom or democracy in our own time. Besides examining arguments, political theorists also reflect upon our current political experiences and point out trends and possibilities for the future. Here in a box some questions for you. Can you identify the political concept which is an application in each of these statement situation? I should be able to decide which subject I want to study in school. Here in +1 class also you have so many options regarding the 4 streams, whether you have to choose humanities, commerce, medical, non-medical, and then further these all streams have divided into sub-subjects. So it's up to you. You have the full freedom to choose it. The practice of untouchability has been abolished. All Indians are equal before law. Christians have their own schools and colleges. Foreigners who are visiting India cannot vote in Indian elections. There should be no censorship of media or films. Students should be consulted with planning the annual day function. Everyone must join the Republic Day celebration. So all these things we have, all these rights. But in all this relevant for us now? But is all this relevant for us now? Have we not already achieved freedom and democracy? While India is free and independent, questions regarding freedom and equality have not ceased to crop up. This is because issues concerning freedom, equality, democracy arise in many aspects of social life, and they are in progress in different sectors at different places. For instance, although equality may exist in the political sphere in the form of equal rights, it may not exist to the same extent in the economic or social spheres. Yes, we can see that it depends upon the designation of the people. A clerk, and you can see that difference between a clerk and a clerk's boss due to their designation, their qualification, their education, and obviously the difference between their salary also. So people may enjoy equal political rights but still be discriminated against socially because of their caste or poverty. Underline. Some people may have how people can enjoy political right because to the right to vote. So privileged place in society while others are deprived even of basic necessities. Some are able to achieve whatever goals they set for themselves while many are unable even to go to school so that they can have decent jobs in the future. For them, freedom is still a distant dream. Many are not able to cope up with education. Second, the thing is that freedom is granted in our constitution. In constitution already it cleared through the fundamental rights. What is constitution? Constitution is the set of rules and regulations, set of principles. Means that, like for example in schools, in our academy also, when you are going or in any other institute or hospital, you can see that there is a admin department, and then everything is organized, rules and regulations followed in it for the betterment of the people. So similarly, constitution consists of fundamental rights, fundamental duties also to run a government and country. We encounter new interpretations all the time. This is a bit like playing a game. For example, chess or cricket, those who are playing will learn how to interpret the rules. In the process, we discover new and broader meanings of the game itself. Similarly, the fundamental rights granted by our Constitution are continually being reinterpreted in response to new circumstances. For instance, the right to life has been interpreted by the courts to include the right to livelihood. It converts into it. The right to information has been granted through a new law. Societies frequently encounter new challenges. Challenges means problems, which generate new interpretations. The fundamental rights granted by our Constitution have been amended. Amended means change. That's why we can say that Indian Constitution is a living document and explained and expanded over time through judicial interpretations and government politics, which are designed to address new problems. Now, third thing is that as our world changes, we may discover new dimensions of freedom as well as new threats to freedom. Threat means danger. For instance, global communications. Technology is making it easier for activists to network with one another, to access to across the world, protecting tribal culture, forest, all these things through internet. You can see that how we can, even today you can see the example also. We can connect with each other through the online, through the website, through all these things, and to increase in the future. This means that the information we give about ourselves online or to buy goods or services must be protected. So even though citizens of the internet do not like government control, they recognize some from the regulation is necessary to safeguard individual security and privacy also. As a result, questions are raised regarding how much freedom should be given to people using the net. For instance, should they be allowed to send unsolicited emails to strangers? Can you advertise your products in such a manner? So there should be a proper limitations also. It doesn't mean that Constitution can provide us or government can provide us each and everything. So there should be some are here like to control all these things. Otherwise, people are doing what they like, which is good for them but not for others. So there should be a proper. You can see that the policemen are here. Why? Because they are here to control all of us. Clear? So here you can, through the newspaper, through the cartoon magazines, you can take one issue in your own choice and you can write 1 or 2 pages regarding the problem. Now here I already clear you about Socrates. We have to be study regarding it. Here actually basically this paragraph denotes about the values, basically justice, freedom, truth, love, compassion. All these things are here to know about from the one. You can see that from the one story of the Socrates and his student Plato. Clear? So we can study this also. Now, in ancient Greece, in the city of Athens, Socrates was described as the wisest man. He was known for cautioning and reasoning, challenging popularity, held beliefs about society. Already all these things, values. So very easy, when you can go through it, you learn about all these things. So now chat rooms, should government be allowed to read private emails, tracks? All this is from the last module. This means that there should be some limitations by the Constitution on government, on the life of the people, to set some limits. Otherwise everything is in chaotic manner. So the video second module we have covered in it. Third module with the putting political theory to practice, means a practical study of politics, we can read in detail in third video. Now I wind up the chapter with this only second module, so you can study it. If you have any doubts, you can discuss with me, and take care of your health. Thank you so much.